Determine what your school is actually going to accept. There are a lot of different options that you can transfer in. The reason why I talk about CLEP and DSST is they're two of the biggest ones. One of the other ones that's very, very big as well is study.com. They have a lot of courses on there that do transfer into these different universities. So I'm just going to go and show you exactly what that looks like. All of these colleges are going to have something of this. So if you can't find it, just call. That's the best way to get a hold of anybody. You get an instant answer. Don't email and wait for days and do all that. It's a waste of your time. It's just such a waste of time. So get in there, call them, get it done. All right, so this is the one for Southern New Hampshire University. This is called the Academic Catalog Experiences. So this is just transfer credits, okay? So all of the things on this site are going to be transferable. So ACI Learning, you have a couple things here. ACT, which is not the ACT test like the SAT test, that's different. ALEKS Corporation has a couple. Now AP Exams has a lot more. So if you do speak Japanese or Latin, or Italian, and you want to go take one of the AP exams on those, or Chinese, go do it because you're just going to save a lot of money. Spanish, you can do these if you really want to, but there's the CLEP exam for Spanish, so I would recommend that instead. Let's see, AT&T, like a lot of these are kind of smaller ones. Let me show you the biggest ones. So there's just tons. There's tons. So CLEP. Here's your whole list. All right. Now, if we're looking at all of these, right, and you need to take, say, macroeconomics. So you click on macroeconomics, and this is at the school exactly what this transfer credit's going to be called. ECO 202 macroeconomics. It counts as 3 credit hours. You need a 50 score, so 70% on the CLEP exam in order to get passed. Now, if you get a 50, a 55, or all the way up to an 80, so you get a perfect score, it's still going to count as the exact same thing. So your goal is to pass. Your goal is not to be perfect. So just keep that in mind. There's so many on here. There's so many. Ooh, entrepreneurship and innovation. I was actually looking for something similar earlier. So OL 320. So when we'll get to the next episode, you'll see that I put together all of the requirements for marketing. Now, marketing and business do a lot of things under the label. When I say label, I mean these first 2 letters or first 3 letters. MKT or BUS for marketing and business, or ADV for advertising. OL, I think, stands for something leadership, would be my guess. And so I'm actually contacting the school just to see if those would transfer in, but there's no need for them to transfer in. Just be aware that it might change lettering and things like that. If that's the case and you can't find an exact correlation, call the school and see if they'll make an exception to see if you take this, like if you were to take this Digital Media Academy experience and you take this class and pass it, if it was to transfer in, how much money you'd end up being able to save. Then let's look at a few other ones down here. So Sailor Academy has a good amount, especially when it comes to like STEM field stuff. So definitely look there if you're doing STEM or something of that nature. Sophia Learning has a lot. This is going to be much more on the humanities side of things, so history, literature, psychology. You still have like accounting and statistics here and there, but most of this is philosophy based or art based, or more of the liberal arts in general. And then StraighterLine, you got a bunch on here too. If you're really wanting to take the class of Spanish and learn as you go, do these versions, because you're going along with the flow of everything. If you already know Spanish, go take the CLEP. And special note to make, a CLEP exam on any of the world languages, if you pass at the higher upper echelon level, so a 60 as opposed to a 50, meaning you get 80% of them right, you actually get 12 credit hours of transfer, and that's basically a whole semester for $100. So don't squander that opportunity. Now, study.com has, I only noticed this actually today going through this. These are all of the courses you can take with study.com and have transferred in. So look through all of these. So like I was going through a lot of the business ones earlier today because I was trying to set up for the marketing degree. So we'll look at like digital marketing and media. Now, this business 309 on study.com equates to marketing 335 at Southern New Hampshire University. So keep that in mind. talk to your counselor about how that works. You just want to find, like, the goal right now before you move on to the next step is find this document and get it up next to the document. Here, give me 1 second. Say you are doing, which is what we're going to be going over, a marketing degree, a BS in marketing from Southern New Hampshire University. So if that's exactly what you're doing, hey, I already built it for you. Congratulations. You don't have to do anything. If you want help with this next step after this, just reach out to me at oneyeardiploma.com. I'll be able to help you guys out with private coaching. Otherwise, this is the information. I would just literally hold your hand while we walk through it. Yeah, that's basically it. So here we go. Marketing BS. That's funny to me. Marketing BS. Just a bunch of BS. But like I said, if you want to do digital marketing or social media marketing, you can. I'm not going to dissuade you from doing so. It's just going to be easier to find all of the credits that you need for the general studies of marketing. So we got this up, and we got the course catalog. It's funny, I found it like no problem yesterday. No, I feel like no. There we go. Full BS in marketing. All right, and then you have the whole thing. Great. So now you have this up next to this. So these are all the classes that you need on the left, and on the right, these are all the possible testing options that you can use to replace these. All right, so now that you have that up, it is time for the next video, and I will see you then.